Previously on the channel, we have gone through every single 21 Pilot album and ranked every single song from each album. We ranked all the songs that were just one-offs and singles. We ranked all the songs that were just covered, and we ranked all the songs, like every single album. And we've never talked about what are my favorite 21 Pilot songs. So we're going to do that today. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, we hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day is going well, and I hope it continues to go well. So, this is my top 10 21 Pilot songs of all time, but mainly as of this moment right here. Because knowing me, like, this list was super easy to make, weirdly enough, which probably means that I am lying to myself about something, but here is how I feel at the moment. And also, before we get into it, just remember that music is super subjective. What I like will definitely not be like you like unless you're really into Fish, Arnold Schoenberg, and John Cage. And what you like won't be what your parents or uncles or grandparents like. And maybe what you like won't be what your friends like, and so on and so forth. Music is such a conversational piece, much like how art with Jackson Pollock is, that we can have a conversation about what I like, what you don't like, what you like, what I don't like about it, and it's a beautiful conversation. And now, anyway, let's get right into it. These are my top 10 21 Pilot songs of all time, as of right now. At number 10, it's Jumpsuit, the first song off of Trench, the first single that we got from Trench, and I just love it so much. I think I ranked this number 3 when I ranked the Trench album, but I need to be honest with myself, I listen to Jumpsuit a lot because it is just so heavy. It calls back to back when I was super into the metal music, back when I listened to Metallica, Five Finger Death Punch, Disturbed a lot, back when I listened to all those bands, and it just reminds me of that time, and like it just feels so nostalgic for that reason. Of course, we get one of my favorite times when Tyler screams, when he screams Jumpsuit at the end. We get this nice little pretty bit. It sounds really good when you play it on guitar, and it is just such a great song, and it was such a great introduction into the Trench era. I'll never forget the day that music video dropped, and just my mind being blown, and just the music video and the song itself, the pairing is just so fantastic. When they do it live, it is absolutely amazing because you got the burning car, and so good. Jumpsuit, so good. Coming in at number 9 is Truce, the final song off of Vessel. It is one of the most beautiful 21 Pilot songs in my opinion. Just Tyler at a piano, this nice little sing-along, and it's absolutely super beautiful. Lyrically, it is fantastic. Musically, it is phenomenal. I'll never forget when I went to go see 21 Pilots twice during the Bandito tour. There was the Truce sing-along, and I remember crying because it was just so beautiful. All everyone united as one singing Truce. Such a beautiful song, and I love it so much that I wrote my own fingerstyle arrangement of it, that if you visit the channel, if you're not subscribed, that'll be the trailer video that pops up. It's one of the first songs I put on the streaming services, one of the things I'm most proud of as a guitar player to arrange, but it's just the best tribute I can to one of my favorite 21 Pilot songs because it is so beautiful. And God, I missed it. And I really wish that it would go somewhere in the Takeover Tour set list, like the sing-along after Car Radio. So good. Coming in at number 8 is Heavy Dirty Soul. This is another one that is just so heavy that goes along with a metal route, especially when you put Jumpsuit together with it. It is such a good song, features really fast rapping by Tyler, and just a great drumming by Josh. A lot of cool synth stuff that happens in here, and such great, amazing breakdowns in the songs. And live is one of my favorite 21 Pilot songs because you just get my favorite scream from Tyler, and that is the Heavy Dirty Soul at the end. And my favorite version, the Mute Math session version, is absolutely fantastic because Tyler plays around the vocals a bit more, and it's super cool, and we get to scream at the end, and it's fantastic. Heavy Dirty Soul, such a great song, such a great way to start off Blurry Face, and what's there not to love about it, super heavy. Like, sure, lyrically in the second verse it gets a little bit but honestly I can forgive it because it is such an amazing song. I will just drive down no matter where, no matter what weather, with the windows down, this cranked, and just rocking out to it because Heavy Dirty Soul is so good. Coming in at number 7 is Level of Concern. This one is a very nostalgic one for me and such an important thing in the JLAndersonMusic chapter in regards to my personal life as well as this channel, because when this song came out, I learned it really quick, made the YouTube video, and then uploaded the YouTube the how to play Level of Concern, and it blew up and was like one of the first things that really got attention to my channel. And then I had a lot of strong memories and connections with it for that. Then we got the whole Level of Concern ARG and having more connections with that. That whole experience was super memorable. I remember texting my best friend. We were just talking about the whole thing, just trying to get the codes together, and just the whole Level of Concern experience really boosts what the song is to me. Like, that whole experience put together boosts what the song is. Sure, it can be overplayed. Sure, it's not the best 21 Pilot song in most people's eyes. However, just that experience, the story that goes along with Level of Concern, makes it super good to me. And also, the song itself is fantastic. Musically, it's great. This is the first song where we got Tyler playing guitar on, then live from the outside version, the superior version in my opinion. You got Paul Meany on the keys, you get Ned playing in some guitar, you got Dr. Blum on the trumpet. Super good. And the live stream experience version is also really great. And Dan doing that very funk solo at the end, super good. Level of Concern, it plays a huge important part in the channel's life, in my life, and it's a really great song altogether that united us when we needed it the most. At number 6 is my favorite song off of Blurry Face, and that is Lane Boy. Lane Boy to me is unlike any other 21 Pilots song. It is just super, like, I don't know how to describe it. Tyler says in interviews that this is a song where he breaks character and just strictly talks about the music industry. And it is such a good song. Like, it's only 3 chords. The drumming in there is absolutely fantastic. The synths in there are super great. The raps are fantastic. Like, it's super creative. The music video is absolutely fantastic. And it's just my favorite song off of Blurry Face. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just, I love it so much. And live, super fantastic, super great. And like, then you get the hazmat suit people like dancing and doing the twirling thing. And then the live stream experience, the intro to Lane Boy with the Redecorate intro, then going into Redecorate. Oh, I popped so hard. I was like screaming. I was like, that, yes, I love that so much, because Lane Boy, like, just super, it's really fun to play on guitar. It's such a great song in every regard, and I love it so much, and I can't wait to hear it live again. So good. We are now in the top 5. So what takes our 5th slot in my top 10 21 Pilot songs? Well, that goes to Anathema. Or if you are Justin Anderson from a couple months ago, Anathema. Man, it feels weird to say that now that everyone's correcting me for Anathema. But the only regional best song on this list, and it is my favorite song of a regional at best. Like, there's something about it. The first time I listened to it, it just took a hold of me, grabbed me by the hands, like, hey, we're gonna go on a journey. And we had this amazing journey together. Like, it connected with me in so many ways. And like, I've cried to the song many times. I've screamed my lungs out to the song so many times. Lyrically, I connect to it super emotionally. Of course, like, it's not the best produced 21 Pilots song in the world. After all, it was a regional at best song, and those songs aren't the best produced, but it's still like that the rawness of Anathema is just super impactful. And then just the rap at the end, super good. And like, even the way it just abruptly cuts off is magical. And I love Anathema so much. And it's my favorite song of regional best. I also covered it. It's really good. Like, the song's really good, the cover's really good, but mainly just want to praise the song because played a huge part of my life the minute I found it, and still do to this day. I love Anathema so much. Coming in at number 4 is going to be an unpopular choice. I doubt many people have this in their top 10, even in their top 5, and that is Smithereens. Now, you can make argument points for every other song on this. However, you can't really make an argument against this one for me personally, because this is Lovely and I's song. We went to go see, like, every time I listen to Smithereens, I think of Lovely. Anytime, and of course, when I say Lovely, I talk about my girlfriend. I call her Lovely, and nothing to do with the song at all. I call her Lovely before I listen to Regional at Best, but I remember going to see 21 Pilots with Lovely, as well as our other best friend, going to see them Pittsburgh and Tyler, just doing Smithereens acoustically on piano was so magical. Everyone with their phones on like fireflies pointing at Tyler, Tyler serenading us on acoustic, singing just this beautiful song, and then him nailing this high note at the end. I really need to get her to send it to me, because it's so good. It's amazing. And every time, like I said, every time I listen to it, I think of her. Musically, the song is amazing. Lyrically, the song is great. I do have a little gripe with that little breakdown. I had to do one on the record for her like this. If Tyler took that out, I'd be fine with it. But other than that, it's a fantastic song. I love it. And I love her so much now. I'm so lucky. So lucky. I don't know how she puts up with me, but I love her so much. I love her more than Smithereens. But Smithereens is my number 4. I love you, Lovely. And now we're in the top 3, and what takes our 3rd spot? It's one of the newer songs off of this, and that is Choker. Choker to me is super deep. It cuts like a knife. It hurts. I've cried to it so many times. Like, this is my life in a song. It is super, like, lyrically, I relate to it so much. Musically, it is absolutely fantastic. It's fun to like pick apart the synth layers and listen to what's going on with each, and like just the way things come back and like they all interweave with each other. It's super cool. The music video is fantastic, and I love it so much. And like I said, just lyrically, it cuts like a knife, especially the ending rap section. Like, I will cry a lot to like a silhouette you can barely see as a shadow cast upon the ground will eventually lay forever, and the day goes on, the sun moves behind you, you can tell they're bolder, stronger, and the rear view only blinds you. Like, that to me, just, it hurts, it's impactful, and it's inspiring. And just Choker, a lot of people don't like there's a group of community that doesn't like Choker, but I think it's one of the most beautiful songs they've written, and certainly one that describes my life. It's where Tyler knows me better than I know myself, which is why Tyler scares me sometimes. But Choker is absolutely fantastic. At number 2 is Car Radio, my favorite song off of Vessel, and it is just so good. There's a reason why they keep it on the set list and why a lot of people love Car Radio. It is such, like, it's one of the most amazing songs Tyler has ever written. The rap is super deep, and like it's just super impressive. Musically, it's amazing what Tyler does with the piano. I remember learning the Car Radio riff at the piano and just immediately feeling the power. And like, just Josh's drumming on it is fantastic. And of course, how can we forget the screams at the end? And now we just sit in silence. It is amazing. It's fantastic live. It's one of the most amazing songs they do, because Tyler goes up on the truss and just rips off the mask that he wears in the music video. The music video is absolutely fantastic also, and I love it so much. Live stream experience, definitely a wonderful version. Even the Regional at Best version is good. It's a little weird because Tyler doesn't do the screams at the end. He just kind of loudly says, no, he just sits in silence. It's definitely a trip to listen to. But I've driven and cried a lot to car radio. I drive and will scream at the top of my lungs, now I just sit in silence. I will cry and like do the rap part as I'm driving to wherever I need to go. Like, car radio has played a huge part of my life, and I love it so much, and will always be up there with my favorite 20 Pot songs of all time. One day I would like to cover it on the channel, but I don't know if I can do it justice, because it's a masterpiece. It's one of my favorite 20 Pot songs of all time, but it's not number one. So what is number one? A lot of you may know the answer if you've been following me on Twitter. Occasionally I'll answer this question as well as in the YouTube comment section, but my favorite 20 Pot song of all time, this will never change, is Addict with a Pen. We're going to self-titled. The only song from self-titled on this list, and the song that really means the most to me in my life. Addict with a Pen is the most beautiful song 21 Pilots have ever written. It's one of the most beautiful things Tyler has done. It means a lot to Tyler, because if you watch Tyler perform Addict with a Pen, he cries in almost every single performance, because it means a lot to him. It means a lot to me. And I would go in depth like I went in car radios with Choker, with any other song on this list, but I don't feel comfortable going into why it's my favorite song. Eventually maybe I'll get there one day, but for now I'm just not ready. I remember saying this when I did my self-titled rankings, but and like I'm still not ready. It's just such an amazing song, so beautiful, and I will cry and scream at the top of my lungs the lyrics of this every single time. Addict with a Pen is just, it's beautiful, it's second to none. It's my favorite 20 Pot song of all time. Severely underrated. And if I hear this live ever, I would die happy. It's everything to me. This song is everything. But anyway, guys, there you go. Those are my top 10 21 Pilots songs of all time as of this moment. Let's be honest, car radio and Addict with a Pen, those are always going to be number one and number two respectively. Everything else can be moved around a little bit, but I actually feel really confident with this list now that they said everything out loud and gave the reasoning that this could actually be the top 10 list for good until they release more music. Then I move around a little bit, but for now I'm confident this is the top 10. But anyway, guys, I'd love to know what you guys think. What are your top 10 21 Pot songs of all time? Of hard time? What do you think are breathe. Still trying to calm down from the Addict with a Pen explanation. What are your top 10 21 Pilots songs of all time? Let me know down in the comments section below. It's a lot harder task than you think, but if you just like let your heart talk, eventually you'll come up with a 10 and it'll be good. Just listen to your heart. Either it can be emotionally how you feel, like a lot of these are very emotional like reasons for myself, but it can be whatever you base it off of. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go at this video, go to bed. I have some papers to write. It's a little bit after midnight, and yeah, I'm gonna go listen to Addict with a Pen because I kind of got myself in the mood for it. But anyway, guys, I'll go ahead and I'll see you later. Goodbye and good night, but more importantly, have a good day. I'll see you all tomorrow.